What's up, everyone, and welcome to the 43rd episode of the MMA Bourbon Appreciation Society. Jeremy Johnson, along with Jim Range and Craig Nasello, and we are out of the studio. We are at the Speakeasy in Granite City, Illinois. Check it out, 1318 Niedringhouse Avenue, Granite City, Illinois. You don't even have to have a code or a passcode, anything like that. If you can find the door and how to get in, you can come in. So, guys.
You gotta be 21, though.
You do have to be 21.
Yep.
Yeah. So
throw that in there.
That is a fair statement, guys. What do you think, though? We've upped the whiskey selection here a little bit. We're getting better. We're moving forward. You know, how have you guys been with it?
It's been great steps, I think.
Yeah.
Yep.
Leaps and bounds better than what you've had.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're definitely building a good whiskey collection. Speaking of which, here we're gonna talk about this one tonight that just came out of a jar.
Ooh,
so
wonder where that came from.
Yeah, I don't know. But
no, you got the double oak back there. What?
Yeah, we've got.
Think about stepping up. You got some Jeff the Creed, the Calumet 8-year double oak, blade and bow, which you can never go wrong.
Absolutely.
No, you guys have done well.
Well, we're getting there, and of course we'll be adding more to it. But there's another cool thing in front of Craig tonight that I think is going to be one of our sponsors here. Yes, that's right. That is the fact that we are bringing you now not only Uppercut whiskey, but I am moving into the world of barbecue sauce with some great people. So we are going to be looking at now bringing you barbecue sauce. If you feel the need, check us out on Instagram at Uppercut Sauces. So website coming soon with ordering, and it'll be on Amazon and a bunch of other places too. So
when are you gonna have that website done? When you get our website done?
no, I'll do this one before that one. So
figured.
I mean, that was a fair shot. I will take that.
I mean, I'm
one,
just
so.
throwing it out there. I thought we were supposed to have a website already, like a year ago. Like a year ago.
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
Don't we have merchandise to sell that's been?
Oh, we got
sitting
lots of
in my
merchandise.
basement? Yeah.
We got T-shirts, shot glasses, on the rocks glasses. Let us know.
We do, actually.
shot.
You want to buy them? You want to win them? Let us know in the comments here and on our Twitter at MMA Bourbon. Okay, guys. No, tonight.
We have Twitter.
We have Twitter.
Okay.
We have Instagram.
I know we have Instagram, but Twitter, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't tweet. I don't Twitter.
You don't Twitter?
I don't Twitter.
I thought you had a very interesting Twitter name.
I don't have a Twitter.
Yes, you do.
I don't.
You 100% have a Twitter.
I do not have Twitter. I have Instagram.
You have Twitter. Anyway, I'm not going to argue with it because I know it's there. So, no, tonight I saw an interesting thing that went down in the news this week, and I was kind of at a loss. But being in the technical side of things and, you know, a tech guy in real life, there is this thing out now called ChatGPT, which is the biggest artificial intelligence out there that can basically give you answers to anything. It can write books.
Is that
it can
Siri?
write recipes. No,
No.
it's not Siri.
Siri's not.
This
AI.
is like so far into the weeds, it's crazy.
Okay.
Like if you tell it, I want an article about John Jones fighting Cyril Gane. I need it 500 words, and my target audience is 45 to 60. It will write your article for you.
Okay.
In a matter of seconds. It's crazy. So somebody came along and asked ChatGPT what the best bourbon was under $100.
Okay.
Any guesses?
Buffalo Trace.
No.
Okay. Oh,
Close.
Jack Daniels.
No. No, because it knew the difference between bourbon and Tennessee whiskey. So that's, I don't know if you know this or not, Craig, but Jack Daniels is not bourbon. It's Tennessee whiskey.
Keep telling yourself that.
Anyway, continue. So, next guess?
Eagle Rare.
Absolutely. Eagle Rare being the best bottle under $100, and I was kind of shocked that it went there.
There's so many places it could have gone.
Yeah.
What? Is it Eagle Rare?
Eagle Rare.
I mean, it's
Great
pretty,
pour.
Yeah, it's a great pour.
Or
But so we put out to our audience a poll of what was the best bottle that you had under $100, and we got some pretty decent responses back. Some that I didn't even know existed. You know, producer Matt threw one at me that I had no idea even was there. I have heard the biggest one I think that we did see a couple people was Angel's Envy. Angel's Envy came back as one of them in the top 3. Jim, what was yours?
mine, if I go with just one,
Well, that's because it was only one.
is Smoke Wagon Unfiltered Uncut.
Now, is that under $100?
Yes. It's $80.
All right. Okay.
And I also limited to what's readily available. And you can order it from their website when they've got the releases. So.
All right. Craig, what would be your thought, and I think I already know this, for the best bourbon under $100?
I like how you put bourbon in
Well,
there.
yes, because
We've got to clarify with you. I didn't go the rye.
Of course, it's gonna be Buffalo Trace,
Right.
and honestly, Eagle Rare was right there with me too, and I didn't even know, I didn't hear about this bullshit that you're talking about. 'Cause
Right.
I really don't read the news or
Right. I
pay attention
understand you don't
to
read.
anybody.
Yeah.
I can't read. What are you talking about? Fucking reading, it's overrated.
fair. But so Matt, you had the one though that I was kind of lost at, and so give us what was your best one?
I stumbled across the Heaven's Door. I like the celebrity bottles.
Fair, and that is
Bob Dylan.
Bob Dylan's, right?
And
Which one?
The local place has a single barrel store pick. Heaven's Door. It was a straight bourbon.
Can you believe we missed this?
Well,
I
I
feel-
completely missed the store pick.
Well,
I'm gone with that.
You know what I'm more upset about? Somebody on the crew didn't tell us that they were going to get this said bottle, because I believe that we all probably would have liked one.
Knowing
but
that we've gone through 3 bottles of Heaven's Door in
Right.
the last year and a half on the show,
we've even had
and it wasn't
like,
even brought up.
Yeah.
So,
Would you like to explain yourself, producer Matt?
Sorry, guys.
I mean,
I like how sorry guys.
Yeah.
I mean, nothing else, just sorry guys.
so okay, but talk me through the how and the why. What's the taste that you like about it?
It's got a rich flavor to it. It's not light, but it's not too harsh either. You know, kind of a caramely flavor to
Okay.
it. Kind of smooth.
I'm interested now. I mean, you know,
Yeah.
maybe if producer Matt goes there, you know, at some point in time, maybe he'd look at one for the rest of us. Just saying.
I mean,
and where was it? TWCP?
Interesting. So, all right, let us know though, guys. What is your favorite under $100? Let us know in the comments, and we will respond with you. So, because it could be anything, and I mean, me personally, I am a huge fan of Russell's Reserve. To go another way, I really like Long Branch, but my over and above is going to be everything. Is Old Granddad 114.
It was one of the 5 that I actually put together in a list.
also
Yeah.
we got the Whiskey Acres is good.
Well,
It's a good one.
yeah.
Under $100.
Absolutely. So there are so many out there that I was just kind of shocked that.
Damn, now I want some Old Granddad.
Absolutely.
You said that, now I want
I mean,
Old
that's
Granddad.
one you can never go wrong
No,
with.
I love
It's
Old Granddad.
consistent. It's a high enough
Yeah.
proof that
Well,
you can mix it, you can sip it.
and I will have Old Granddad here very soon. So
Okay,
yeah,
good.
we're going to move into that realm.
Yep.
So, but yeah, like I said, let us know in the comments what is your favorite bottle under 100, and we will discuss them with you in the comments. So, another thing though this week is I got hit up a couple of different times, and people asked me about moonshine. And one, I was kind of lost on why, you know, but it was more of people were asking me that I had a couple people who were like, well, I've had the flavored moonshine, and I'm like, well, that's not really moonshine.
Right.
That's just flavored liqueurs. And so tonight I want to kind of go over what the tastes are of store-bought flavored moonshine, and then something that you may or may not get out of the back end of wherever. And as you watch, the bubbles go real fast away, which means that this is probably, well, I can tell you that one's 140 proof.
Most of the ones we run across are 120 plus anyway.
Yeah, absolutely. The good stuff that are really off of the stills.
These aren't.
No,
These are very
50
different. Yeah,
proof.
they're 50 proof, so they're more of the sugared down. This right here is some 80 proof dead middle of the hearts that I may or may not have made back in the old days. And then you can also age out moonshine and make whiskey. So what I really want to do though tonight is that we were going to talk about these in our Sip, Sink, and Save, but really moonshine has been around forever. The name comes from, of course, making it at night. And it all started back in the old days whenever we had the Whiskey Rebellion. So George Washington basically taxed liquor in order to pay for the war. And when he taxed liquor, people got really angry. So it goes all the way back. And the Whiskey Rebellion was the fight that went on to basically stop that and kind of started the moonshining of people making it in the backside. I mean, it was everywhere, but at that point in time, it really became a thing. And then it just kind of grew as a cultural thing in the South, Appalachia, the West, all of that way, that everybody was making it out there. But tonight, like I said, I really want to talk about the flavors. So Jim, you've had a lot of these. Where did you get these guys tonight? Because we've got all 4 of them there.
These are out of a little distillery down in Nashville. We happen to be down there for a week, and then, of course, if I see a liquor store or
And why would you do that? Just in case?
Just a sample. I mean, I went in sampling, and honestly, you can tell I was drinking that day because when we get to our sips and save, we'll talk about them. But Stacy and I went in, and I think we came out with like 8 bottles. And so we broke out 4 tonight for it, and it was an interesting day because they mixed a couple. So like the 2 on the ends they mixed together was really good, but if you drink them by themselves, you don't get that flavor profile that they get with it. So
okay,
there's a lot to it.
Okay.
Well-
So now, that being said,
now we got to mix it.
yes.
So basically what we're going to have here is Craig is going to make our cocktail for the evening out of 2 of these. So first and foremost, let's get some ice going here.
God damn, you got enough ice?
It's got to be cold. It's the only way to make that work.
It's scientific here.
Exactly.
This is a good scientific one. Shit. Sorry. I made a mess.
And he just pours it all over my bar. That's okay.
Give me a towel.
Like a teenage boy down there.
You're a heck of a bar back, Craig. Great job.
Give me a spoon.
Would you like a spoon?
Yes, please. Give me a spoon so I can stir this.
You want a shaker just to shake it?
No. Well, it might have to with all
So
the
Craig,
fucking
talk me
ice.
through the process here that you're making this cocktail tonight.
We're just going to throw shit together and see what happens.
Fair. All right, perfect. I like it.
Nope, still tastes like shit. No, it's actually not that bad. It's not great, but it's not that bad. I mean, maybe if I would have measured things out,
You know, there are a lot of times that I can save stuff that you say, Craig, just to kind of bring it back around. I'm at a loss after that one.
I think if you had the ratios right, you're almost getting a strawberry shortcake there.
Well, it's already strawberry shortcake here. This one's already strawberry shortcake.
But this is it's a little more. Yeah. You can tell Jeremy does not like flavored moonshine. If it's not 130,
I
140
gotta turn away
proof,
from the camera. That makes my face look weird. Oh,
You know,
God,
last
that's
time we saw-
terrifying.
No, your face makes your face look weird.
All right, fair.
last time we saw that face, it was Craig. When he was
Yeah.
almost throwing up.
Well, yeah, that was the Guinness. No, that was the Guinness shots.
The Guinness shots
Yeah.
last show.
So,
No, there was one way before that. Remember that he was.
oh.
That
Now
was,
I got to go find
So-
out.
that's pretty fucking bad. I'm throwing that
As
away.
a cocktail, I would not recommend that tonight.
That's
So,
fucking terrible.
Let me make you something that might be a little bit better.
Which one
All
you
right?
want?
Oh,
You
I
want
don't
real
want any.
moonshine?
I don't want any of those. So,
We're
no
using
offense.
moonshine.
Yeah, we're gonna use moonshine. So we're gonna start off with 140 proof sour mash moonshine. Now, Jimmy, what does sour mash mean?
It's the bottom of the barrel. It's what's left of your
Mash.
grain. It's
Yep.
your mash bill. What's left after you run it once, you rerun it.
Yep. You basically throw new stuff in on top of the old stuff, and you continue to go. Oh, smell how harsh that is in there. That's
Ooh,
good
baby.
stuff. Oh my. All right. We are
Well-
gonna go with 1.5 ounces of real moonshine. Then we're gonna hit 3/4 of an ounce of sour, which
I don't have
is
any
handmade here.
left.
God, I can smell it from here.
Oh my, yeah. Next,
I
we
had
are gonna-
sinus issues over the week, but not now.
Not anymore. We're gonna dump in 2 bar spoons full of apple butter because we want to get that nice sweetness to it. Because let's face it, that's a little harsh.
A little harsh.
Just a little bit.
You already knew where I was going. That
I
look
was going
I
the
gave
same
you.
spot.
But let's be honest, because I like it. I mean, I will sip the 140 proof without an issue. Now the thing is the one that he's got on his nose is 145 proof rye.
But it's rye, so.
Exactly.
It's all better. You want to try it?
So-
Craig?
No, I'm good.
You don't want the rye?
No. I'm
All
good.
right.
Thanks anyway.
Little fresh ice in there. Pour the rest over the top.
That's good.
It is good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Kind of tastes like pumpernickel bread, doesn't it?
Yeah, see, I don't like pumpernickel bread.
Take that, garnish it with an apple slice, like so, and you have an apple butter moonshine. So. That's not bad.
Pretty damn good.
That's pretty
The
tasty.
proof is still there, but yeah.
Oh, yes it is. Oh, yes it is. There is quite a bit in that, but that is not too bad at all.
That's not bad at all. God damn, that proof is
could-
still there.
I could
Woo.
Oh, big time.
I could get the wife drunk on those.
Oh, you are not kidding.
That's not
She
bad.
might even drink them.
Yeah, the thing that you got to watch out for whenever you have real moonshine is that, I hate to say it, but you need to light it on fire. And when you light moonshine on fire, you don't want moonshine to burn red. You want it to burn blue. So red means that there is still methanol in it, which there are 3 parts to moonshine. There's your heads, your hearts, and your tails. So if it still has the methanol in it, it's got the stuff in it that supposedly makes you go blind. It really just kind of makes you really sick, hungover, and if you drink enough of it, it might. But you really want to get into the hearts of it, and that's where this is at. The second run out of about 4 gallons that went through at that point in time, and that's, like I said, about 140 proof, and you always want them to burn blue. So if you ever get handed a real jar of moonshine, light it on fire and make sure it's real before you do it, because if not, you're going to get real sick. So, all right. I can't believe people wanted to know about moonshine, though. So I hope that answers all your questions that you had on it. If not, let us know in the comments, and we will provide you some more answers. So I have drugged this out as long as I could. But that's right. We are going to bring you now our Sip, Sink, and Save, which is brought to you by Unrivaled Realty. Yes, sir.
Okay, how are we doing Sip, Seek, Save with 4 bottles? It's Sip, Seek,
Oh, no, you're going to
Sip,
pick
Seek, Save, and shit?
That's right. So basically, like I said, check him out, unrivaledrealty.com. Brad Carey, our great sponsor for a long time of the Sip, Sink, and Save segment. That moonshine's got you thinking there, doesn't it? But tell me, this is not great. It's amazing, isn't it? So, and because
It's
people
amazing.
Because people are going to ask. So this is this, only it's rye, and basically it's been rapid aged to about 8 years. So it's very, very strong at 145 proof. And at one point in time, Matt had 2 pours of it while at the show and couldn't find his keys that were in his pocket. That happened. So I hope his wife wasn't watching. No, but tonight, again, like I said, Sip, Sink, and Save, brought to you by Brad Carey at Unrivaled Realty. All right, Craig Nasello.
I might get in trouble from another person for my mouth.
That's fair.
She is a school teacher, right? Yeah, I get in trouble.
Oh, it'd be even worse if Mama Range was watching too. All right, Craig Nasello, you have had a chance to sample all of these. So tell me tonight,
First
number
thing,
1, which 3 are you going to pick?
I'm going to take the shortcake, the butter cake, and the caramel.
Okay.
Because that sweet tea is fucking disgusting. Like, that is the... We've had some bad things on this show.
Like
Let me go here. We've had some bad things on the show. That Guinness shot was shit 2 weeks ago that I had to drink.
Was it worse than the one where we did the bad whiskey that we actually dumped the entire
The
bottle?
triple smoked?
Yeah, that was
disgusting.
that was probably the worst thing we've
This
ever.
is worse.
Wow.
This right here is complete dog shit. They should be smacked in the mouth for whoever fucking thought of making this. That is fucking terrible.
Producer Matt, you should come
You
up
guys,
here.
at where's it? Smith Creek Moonshine. Please do better, because that sweet tea is.
This is the harshest
terrible.
you've ever been on anybody.
He is
That
like
is
he's
terrible.
going in.
I'm a dickhead, and people
No,
going to know that.
but
But
the
this
whole
is
thing is-
bad. This is so fucking bad. This one right here, especially, is so bad.
Can you imagine how drunk I was that day that I bought all these?
You had to be
Stacy
hammered.
was shopping, and I just sat there drinking for like an hour before she came back.
You had to be hammered. Now, I will.
And this is what you came up
this is
with.
what
She
you
came up with some too, yeah.
Okay, so I'll go here. So if I'm gonna have to sip something every day, I'm gonna do the caramel, or no, I'm gonna do the shortcake.
Okay.
Just because that's the best tasting out of all 4 of those. It's still not great, but it's better than the other 3. And then if I'm gonna save one, I'm gonna save the caramel, because I really don't like caramel that much, but
Okay.
I don't even have words to explain how bad this really is.
Whenever you're going.
And the butter cake is just as bad as the sweet tea, but better than the
Interesting.
sweet tea. You know, it's just one. It's one of those tastes that you're just like, you know, if it came out and tasted like cake and or just straight butter, it would be better.
Oh, I would have been happy if it tasted like butter. That would have
Well,
been
I know,
amazing.
because you're the one that eats sticks of fucking butter.
It's amazing.
Oh. Anyway,
Butter fat wash whiskey. I'll do it sometime on the show.
but
It's
I
amazing.
just.
So let's go through it again.
How the
All right.
fuck? How did you pick this shit? How drunk was you?
You know,
was
we
pretty drunk.
really are kind of
We're
at a
all
loss
like,
of how you
yeah,
did this.
like everybody in the room is flabbergasted at how fucking drunk
I'm
you had to be
flabbergasted that
to
I
pick
picked
this
these
nasty
two, drinking
shit.
them now.
All right, so Craig, to wrap it all up in a nice, pretty bow for this poor company.
I'm gonna sip, and I hate saying this about a company, but they gotta do better. I mean, Jesus Christ. So I'm gonna sip this. I'm gonna sink this. I ain't never gonna fucking use this for nothing. I wouldn't even. No. And I'd save this one just because I really don't want to drink it.
Whew, that was a lot. That was
Yeah.
a lot, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm sorry.
All right.
But that's
So
that's
Jim
In the essence
Range-
of time,
Jim Range in the no because
I can't follow that.
Here's the
sorry.
thing. Here's the thing. Even if it was higher than 50 fucking proof, come on. I mean, you're only 50 proof. Come on. It's fucking supposed to be moonshine.
something. There's supposed to be something to it. All right. So Jim Range, number one question I'm sure that the audience has right now is how in the hell did you come across buying all of these?
I have no freaking idea. I was drinking for like an hour.
I'm
waiting
trying to
for,
take
like,
a drink and you I went up my nose.
Honestly,
that burns a little bit.
This is some of the worst liquor decisions I've ever made.
I've seen some of your bad ones too. That was pretty fucking bad.
Yeah, it's not good. It's not good at all.
The one decision when we wanted him to make was when we were down on his bachelor party, and he didn't make that bad decision, but he made this one.
We tried making that one.
We did, but you guys didn't do it.
And he had already on his
I
bachelor party. He had
offered.
already drank a half a quart of peach moonshine
Now-
at
And I'm not a peach
140
fan.
proof.
And that moonshine was amazing.
Well, thank you.
And I'm not a peach fan.
I know, me either, but
No more. Producer
better
Matt
than
says
this.
No more. All right.
But on the bachelor party, the offer was made.
fair.
Yes or no?
Yes.
So I made that bad decision.
That you did. But this
All right.
decision here seems
Sip,
to be one of your worst that you've ever done.
Shitter. Save.
Okay, Jim. One more time because I was at a loss for words again.
I know. I tried getting out of it.
Yeah, he's trying to deflect everything onto me, which
No,
is
I'm not.
typical.
I admit it was my fuck up. Mama Range, you're not watching Thursday.
Yeah, just don't. That's bad. Continue.
Sip,
Really?
shitter, save.
Oh. Oh.
I like caramel too much, and that just. Bleh.
Yeah.
Can I please just pour these down now?
So.
Can I just throw them
till
in?
Jeremy goes.
Can I just throw them in the fucking?
So at one point
we have a sink right here, guys. I will fucking throw these away right now.
So I'm just gonna put this one out there, okay? Normally I'm the guy that you'll all make fun of because I'll come up with something nice to say and I'll make some stuff up that's all about it.
You can't.
I have never had anything that was so genuinely bad that I didn't know what to do with it.
The
'Cause
bad
I
thing is it's so generic. It just tastes like it's fucking cheap.
So
You know what it reminds me of? The flavoring? You know how bad Fireball is with the flavoring with it?
It's worse than that.
by
That's
far,
worse than
that,
Fireball.
But that's where you get that fake flavor you
Yeah.
put in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's that bad.
Kind of like the
The
banana.
cinnamon walnut
No, the
Oh, Howler.
God damn, you beat me to it. You beat me to it.
Oh. This is what we live with, right? Oh my God.
Howlerhead, you know.
Oh yeah, Howlerhead is what I was
Howlerhead.
thinking of at first, but
Which my nephew drank the rest of that bottle.
I'm sure he
drank
did
the
because
whole
he's
bottle.
young, and that's a young person drink. Much like I would say that these probably are, because at that point in time in your life, you have no taste.
these are white girl wasted.
They're worse than that. They are, because I was going to hand the strawberry shortcake to DJ K-Pop and see what she thinks of it. And
Oh,
I
she
know
probably
that she's
likes
going to be
it.
like, probably not.
This is amazing.
Yeah. So, I have to honestly say this is the first
You
time
can kill me later.
in any of this that we have done that none of it's any good. There's
no silver lining to it.
no redeeming value
there's not.
to it.
There's not.
Because I'm sitting here going, okay, well, maybe I could make something with the sweet tea one. And then I tasted it again, and I'm like, nope, that's
No,
terrible.
but-
And then you made that thing with the two of them mixed together, and that was bad.
Let's
So-
mix the caramel and the strawberry shortcake, whatever that's like.
That doesn't even sound like a good
Now,
combination.
see, I was going to go with the caramel,
Caramel
and the butter.
That one.
All right, let's mix the caramel and the
All right.
butter here. Let's do this.
Here on, let me get the glass out. Because we don't want to put anything else in the glass.
Let's put some ice in it here. Yeah, let's measure.
All right, I'll
you
measure.
making 'em?
I'll measure this time.
Here we go.
What are we doing?
All right, let's do
An ounce of each or 2 ounces of
No.
each?
do the tops, 1.5 ounces.
You think you need
God
a
damn
spread
it.
of them?
And they're so full that as soon as you open them,
Yeah.
I think you're a little bit less there. And
Jimmy, I don't know because
I'm rolling the dice. And I wish, it was so long ago, I wish I could remember how they mixed them.
I wish that
I wish you wouldn't have been drunk and bought the shit. But hey, here we are.
We would not have this entertainment if I had enough.
Sorry, guys. I have been pent up in my house for like a week, so I'm a little,
Yeah,
yeah.
Craig's got a new puppy.
you put him behind the bar and he changes. It's great.
Yeah, I've got a new puppy at home, and
Stir.
she's
Stir.
driving me crazy.
He's got
I got
stir.
her stir right here.
All right, now this could be something.
I'm ready for the bars, guys. I'm ready to start bartending. Can you tell?
I'm glad that I taught you the technique of stirring. That's amazing.
Let me fucking hit you with this.
Oh, we're going back for a second.
Man, it's not great, but it's better than them two alone. It's not terrible, but it's not great. Yeah.
Jeremy could come up with a combination of those two.
Dude, get on their website. Who's got their phone? Get on their website. I bet you they have drinks on their website.
I hope that there is some sort of redeeming value on their website because
Smith Creek,
SmithCreek.com.
probably. Smith Creek Moonshine.
SmithCreekMoonshine.com. Check their
So-
website. They might have a combination we could try with these. Just for the simple fact, I mean, at least.
And they got like 30 flavors.
And you spent how much for these? May I
Oh, no.
ask? You were that fucking drunk. You don't remember how much you spent.
Dude, I was left
They what?
the drink for
They have
free.
a bunch of cocktails. Give me one with the.
Out of these four.
Out of these 4 flavors, give us one that we can try.
And I know they've mixed some
One.
with soda too.
This is that place I was at in Branson. I showed you a picture of
Yeah,
really, I'm sorry.
they're all over the place.
it in the outlet mall.
Oh, is this the same place you said you were in Branson?
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, they've got stores. That's all they've got in
You
there
know,
is their
the
merchandise.
bad thing is I want to.
I want to like it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't want a dog to. I don't want to dog somebody for doing what they're doing.
Right.
But this is
They don't seem to have recipes for the ones you guys have.
this is really bad.
Yeah.
You put some simple syrup in this, didn't you?
No.
No?
No? What'd you put in it?
So I put coffee liqueur to it. To
When'd you
kinda-
add that?
I just, whenever you were all turned your back. I don't.
That is.
That almost saves it.
Yeah, it really does.
Yeah.
And I don't like coffee. I don't like coffee liqueur.
It's nothing more than to add.
Yeah, I know, but
a little bit of sugar
yeah.
and then a little
Yeah.
bit of more
that's why
overbite
it
to
was. That's why I thought you put
So,
simple
yeah.
sugar in it because it got a little bit sweeter. Now, if you want to make something like that with to make it even sweeter, the problem with it is
It's
it's so bitter.
And it's so
Like this one's really, really sweet, but these two are. This one's really bitter, and this one just.
it has an aftertaste.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just.
And so
It tastes like fucking leaves.
I am going.
I'm not even touching that one, guys.
At this point in time, I have tried to make something with it, and I don't feel that I can, which Maybe I suck as a bartender. I don't know, but that's just not there. So
You are a whiskey stick.
I am going
I
to.
bet the people on that show could come up with something.
I'm. Wow.
Jimmy Range on fire tonight, guys.
Wow.
Jimmy
All
Range
right.
is on fire.
So with that, I am going to agree with Craig in that we just pour them all down the drain because none of them are worth
Yep.
anything.
Yeah,
So
now it's got my stomach upset.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So we're gonna dump that out. Thank you
Yeah.
very much. All right, thank you very much again, Brad Carey, and we are sorry that you had to be a part of that tragedy. Thank
So
you
we
very
hope
much.
you're entertained.
We
Yeah.
absolutely hope
I
you're
hope you
entertained with our
laughed at
sip,
least,
sink,
Brad.
and save, yes. But go check him out at Unrivaled Realty if you are looking to buy or sell a home in Missouri. Check them out, Unrivaled. See, it's got my mouth on
UnrivaledRealty.com. And also, if Brad would get Illinois, it would be great.
Fair. All right.
Sorry.
Oh God bless.
I think we like, yeah, we. I honestly want to open the barbecue sauce just to get the taste out of my fucking mouth. That's how bad that shit is, dude. I mean, I've had some bad drinks over.
It's terrifying.
And Jeremy's going straight to the early times.
But that's 100 proof bottled and bond. Thank you very much. Oh,
I'm almost ready to drink a Blue Moon.
absolutely something to kill it.
It's like I said, it's
Wow.
got me.
Wow.
It's
That's
got my
even-
stomach all upset now. Like
Even messing with the taste of Blade and Bow.
it's messing with the taste of this. What we got? Tullamore.
Tullamore Dew with the cider cask finish. All right. The whole reason why we are recording this show tonight, instead of doing it live, is Mr.
Some asshole's got to leave town.
That's right. So, Craig, Bellator this weekend. Talk about it. I know you got some cool stuff.
There's
going.
fights.
Can we just go ahead and get rid of these because I don't want to advertise? for
Yep.
them
Yeah,
anymore.
please. That's garbage.
We've never done that before.
Yeah,
No, we
we've
have
never.
not. They've
no.
always stayed out in front.
Yeah, we have Bellator. I lost my train of thought, guys, because I'm still trying
You
to
know
get
where it's
through
going
that
to get back. We'll
bullshit.
hear about it.
Oh, 100%. This will actually make it to this company. I have no doubt in my mind.
Bellator 293.
Yes.
Marcelo Gloam versus Daniel James as heavyweights for the main event, and then Liam McCourt versus Kat Zingano as the co-main event. So, from the Pachanga in San Diego or Temecula.
I'm looking forward to seeing Kat Zingano step back in. Been around a long time.
Well, she just fought recently. She fought Pam Sorensen.
Well, but I know at one point in time there was talk that this was going to be the Chris Cyborg fight, that she was going to get that coming.
I think whoever wins this fight fights Chris.
You think so?
Yeah.
I think that's the fight that needs to be made. I think
Kat and Chris, yeah.
Yeah.
I think that needs to fight. But Leah McCourt's been been kind of on a tear,
yeah,
and she's
on
won
a big run.
Yeah, so she's been winning, and I think she also deserves to fight Chris at some point soon. I feel sorry for whoever fights Chris at this point. It's Chris Cyborg,
Yeah.
plain and simple. I'm not taking anything away from any other fighter. Chris Cyborg is a living legend.
And she is. I
And she's one of the best there is.
I understand that she lost to Amanda Nunes, but overall, Chris Cyborg is the best female mixed martial artist to have ever existed.
Agreed.
Plain and simple.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So, talk us through kind of what fight day is like for you. A lot of people see on TV. They think that, that
Just
you're
go
out
there and I'm on TV.
Yeah,
No,
exactly. Is that
it don't work that way.
Show up.
It
And,
don't work that way. So we'll be a West Coast show, so we'll start. I think we'll have a call time at noon. So we'll go over to the venue. Actually, I don't think we have to go over to the venue. I think we're staying at the venue because it's all one big hotel.
Nice.
The
That's cool.
casino. It's the casino down there.
Yeah.
In San Diego. We'll show up about noon. We'll prep all the buckets. We have 17 fights.
That's
So-
a lot of fights.
17 fight. Well, Ashley Cummings is coming back. She's fighting
That's
local
very
St.
cool.
Louis girl. Lives in San Diego now. Cop out there, and hasn't fought in a couple years now. I'm excited to see Ashley.
Yeah, 100%.
Good friend. Good friend of mine. Miss her. I hope she wins.
Absolutely.
But fight day, we'll go in. Probably have a noon lobby call. Go down. We'll set up all the buckets. Get all the gloves together for all the fighters. Then at a certain time, every fighter comes in at different times, and we'll start wrapping hands. With 17 fights, just depending on how many fighters have their coaches wrap hands, we'll probably have 5 or 6 people each to wrap, just depending on who's where.
And how many cut men do you have working the show?
We'll have 5 guys. We'll have 5. It'll be Sid G, Matt Marsden, Dean Laster, Brandon Gerhart, and myself. And we will rotate from the cage as we wrap. Some fighters prefer certain cut men to wrap their hands. Some fighters prefer certain cut men in their corner. And it's just how it is. It's superstition. It's been like that for years. So Matt will give us a schedule of who we're wrapping and what fights are working. Red corner, blue corner, you're working fight 1 through 5, and then TV 1, 2. You know, it just
Cool.
depends.
Very cool.
So we'll get all that done. Fights will start. So usually go TV live at 9 o'clock Eastern. So it'll be 6 o'clock Pacific time.
And how can everybody watch it?
We will, undercard is always on our YouTube channel, Bellator.com. And then main card will be live on Showtime.
Very
And
cool.
you can also stream it on the Showtime app.
Well, I'm stoked to see it. I had a lot of
Yeah.
good fights in that card. So, I have an issue with this one, and I think this is going to lead to a discussion. Overturning of judges' decisions.
I think it needs to happen more.
Wow. Okay, going to jump right there. All
Yes, I am. I've
the-
seen some, excuse me. I'm still trying to cough up this nastiness I drank. I've seen some really, really shitty judges calls lately.
Right. Fair.
Not just UFC, Bellator, Invicta, but even at the local level,
Oh, God.
we've seen some really bad judges' decisions lately, to the point where you're like, what fight was you watching?
Yeah.
Like, was you watching something else on your phone?
And this all led to, from Sean O'Malley got his last loss overturned from Marlon Vera. Basically, I think that was the fight that he was unable to see from the eye poke. And so they overturned it to a no contest.
But is that overruling the judge or the referee's decision, doctor's decision, to keep the fight going?
Okay, well, that's...
I mean,
yes,
that's where my question
but
comes
we're
in.
still going to... There has been a rash of bad calls,
Yeah.
bad numbers, and so it kind of goes into the idea of... They always tell you in the rules meeting at fights, nothing will happen tonight. If you disagree with the decision, you file a complaint with the commission, and then it goes down the road.
Right.
And so...
Yeah, because this fight was a while back now, wasn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, this was a long while ago. And so, is it worth it to the fighter for this to happen? And is this good for the sport that, well, I don't agree with the fact that the judge said I lost that, and I went back and watched it again, and I really felt that I won on this specific criteria, so I'm going to bitch until I get my way and turn over. Is that how it works, or is it something different?
I think it has to be egregious enough of a judge's decision, or of a decision
So
where they need to file within a certain amount of time, and they should be able to get a result in a certain amount of time, not
fair,
a fucking year later.
fair.
So, because like, one second, we're going back to that fight. How long ago was that fight?
It was several months ago.
Okay, so
Yeah.
several months ago. So one guy won, one guy lost. Okay, so most fights get a win bonus, a show up bonus, and a win bonus. Now, not all of them do, but some of them, a
Yeah,
lot
oh,
of them
absolutely.
do. So now that it's a no contest, does that fighter that won, if he got a win bonus, does he have to pay that money back?
I've never heard them having to pay it back.
But,
Does the guy that lost, then does he get paid?
well, he got his show money.
No, but does he get his win?
Does he get-
then
But
he-
he doesn't get his
draw.
win money because it's a draw. It's a no
Right.
contest.
Exactly.
So they both should only get their show money, is the way I would see it. But it's a double-edged sword on that. I mean, again, if you go back to this past weekend, what judge gave, who was the main event? Sandhagen and Marlon. God damn it.
I didn't watch it, so.
Huh?
No, the Cheeto Vera fight.
No. Sandhagen and someone else was the main event this past weekend at UFC, and someone gave it a split decision, and
So, okay.
Sandhagen literally won all 5 rounds.
So I have heard this thrown around.
I'm going.
the
Hold on, I'm looking it up.
Okay,
Go
but I
ahead.
have heard this thrown around the MMA media, and I'm going to ask you, Jimmy. All split decisions should be reviewed.
Marlon Vera.
Yeah. Yeah, that's Cheeto Vera.
I don't.
I get it, but yeah.
I don't know his goddamn
Right.
name.
But, so, should every split decision be looked at?
By
Well,
the commission.
but go ahead.
No, go ahead. You're
No,
sorry. I'm sorry.
there's a reason that you got judges,
Three
and
judges.
you got 3 different angles. You're seeing 3 different things.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't disagree that, hey, it would be great to have a review, but that's the outcome of it. It's like in any sport, you're in football. Football actually goes back and reviews plays, though. Baseball reviews
Baseball's starting to
plays.
do it. Hockey's starting to
They're
do
all
it.
starting to do it, and you've got multiple referees in place. The whole purpose for having them in fight world is you've got 3 different angles that you're viewing. Where I think the issues come in, and you will hear, God, we got this referee tonight. We're fucked. You got
Or
to,
the-
you got
or
to,
this
or you got
judge.
to, I meant judge. Sorry,
Yeah,
I meant judge.
'cause
You
there
got-
are
You got this
judges-
judge that you have no idea what the hell they're going to see and call, and the way they're going to score it. I've got to finish this fight no matter what, because I cannot let it go to the judges' scorecards. One, when you've got somebody you got that many issues with, how the hell do they still have a job?
That they've had problems for
Right.
ever.
Right.
Because there are some judges who have been around the sport for a long,
Long
long
time.
time. Who,
You got it in boxing, it's the same way.
Well, look at, Sal D'Amato back in the old days.
Mm-hmm.
Cecil Peoples was one of the weirdest both judge and refs in the world of boxing, and did MMA in the early days.
Well, and then you go back to that, and then you turn around with just the people. Some of these people not knowing the sport.
Fair.
I mean, yeah, they've been judges and referees for all these years, but none of them's competed. Like you're starting to see some of these retired guys. Chris Lieben is now a judge in the state of California. I've seen him the past two Bellator shows.
Frank Trigg is
Frank
a referee.
Trigg is a referee, and I think one of the greatest, best referees out there
Very
right now.
consistent.
Very, very consistent. But he's been in that cage, just like Chris Lieben's been in that cage. They have done, they've fought at the highest levels. So I think you need to start seeing more and more of those guys come in. I'm actually starting to work with another promotion coming soon, and talking to the COO of the company, and they're trying to get.
I'm looking forward to that, by the way.
They're trying
That'd
to
be a good
get
time.
yeah. So they're trying to get referees and judges that have no ties to gyms in the area where they're
Well,
going to be at, because they're going to
okay.
have people coming in from
Right.
those gyms.
Well, sure.
And it's hard to do that,
It is.
because let's go back a couple years when James Krause got screwed over by a judge that trained with that fighter at one point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is a true
Not
statement.
saying that.
See, but I throw that on the state because they knew what was going on there, and they put that person
And that
in
was
that
what the
position.
state of Texas, wasn't
Yeah.
it? That was in
Yeah.
Texas again.
But they
And then we
put-
had this. They were in Texas
Yeah.
this weekend, and they had a judge give this fight. And I think Barry even came out and said he kicked my ass. I did not win one round of that fight.
Yeah.
And that's a scary thing. So let us know what you think on our Instagram at MMA Bourbon Society. Do split decisions need to be looked at?
I think they
Also,
should.
I think it would be really funny since producer Matt is in the bathroom if his mic was on. That would be
be
hilarious
good.
right now. It
Are
really
you
would.
peeing?
I got a story for that when we're off.
So,
Oh,
so
goodness.
Here's my other thing though with it.
Yes.
So I work for Invicta. We were in Kansas. We were in Missouri for a long time now. Then we moved to Kansas for a while. And now we're in Denver. And Denver took on some of the same rules as Kansas with open scoring. My question to you guys, what do you think about open scoring? Like, do you think it's a good thing? Do you think it's a bad thing? I think my personal opinion is I think it's a good thing, because if you're that fighter that's down, what do you got to lose in the third round? But a lot of people are like, oh, they'll run.
Well, so
They run anyway.
I talked about this on a show the other night that I was interviewed on, and I used the Invicta example because, yeah, I remember, working in Kansas at the Fight Church, and they would literally walk by with an iPad, and you could see it, and
Yeah.
I would be like, Coach, do you see it? And they're like, yep, good, all right, perfect. So it was, to me, it was enough information that you knew, okay, Judge A has got the fight right, Judge B has screwed this all up, and we got to come at it in the third.
Well, and here's the thing: they're not showing the fighter; they're showing the coach.
Yes.
And it's up to the coach to tell his fighter
If he wants
if he
to or
wants to
not.
tell him or not.
But the coach
But he
knows
knows in
then.
the back of his head what he's got to
Exactly.
do to get
And-
his fighter motivated.
And the thing that I have never seen out of it, with the Invictus shows that I've worked with you, which we've watched, which
Yeah.
all of that, there has never been anyone who went, all right, I'm just going to coast this third round.
Right.
At all.
Their ego's in the way. They're not
So,
going to coach
yeah.
because their
The-
ego's there that they're going to put on.
Well, those women are fucking killers.
Yeah.
I don't care what anybody says. Women's fighting those girls bring it.
Absolutely.
Every goddamn show I work, they bring it. They don't care.
Absolutely. All right. And finally this evening, I found this one interesting as we keep going on to the topics of, who's fighting who and what's what. The UFC champ, Leon Edwards, has now said that he is going to refuse to fight one Colby Covington because he basically feels Colby Covington does not deserve the fight.
Okay, well, first thing, who's he to say?
Well, he's the champ,
I don't give a fuck he's a champ or not. Does he run the promotion?
but he's the champ.
But does he run the promotion?
But he's the champ.
I don't give a fuck. Does he run the promotion?
He feels that Bilal Muhammad deserves the shot.
Well, then fight Bilal Muhammad, then fight Colby Covington.
Well, they won't do it.
Here's the thing: if you don't think Colby Covington deserves that shot, and you think you can walk through Colby Covington, then fucking fight him, and then fight Malal after that. Who gives a shit? You're the champ. Everybody's after your belt. You fight who the fuck they put in front of you. Period.
Jim, thoughts?
There's always a forced contender, even in boxing, that you're going to face and be told you're going to fight.
Okay.
But a lot of times, though, you're going to fight the number one ranked. You're going to have your choice, and
Anthony
you're going to
Joshua and
negotiate
Andy
who's going
Ruiz, as
Right.
an example in
Perfect
boxing.
example.
Yeah, I thought he could walk right through him, and
Thought
guess
he
what
could walk
happened?
and got his ass
Ass kicked.
handed to him.
Right.
And then Ruiz walks in the next fight 60 pounds heavier
Right.
because, I'm that fucking good.
Yeah.
I don't
Right.
have to worry about it.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
But I see both sides of it. As a promotion, you're going to want to. The promotion's going to say,
You want the
I
fight.
want the fight that's going to bring the most attendance.
That's what
You
I
want
was
the
going to say.
That's where they're at.
Yeah.
So the promotion's going to go one way. You want to fight the person that you want to beat to show you're the best. I don't want to have to go fight the number 4 or 5 ranked fighter. I want to fight.
I don't disagree with that. And you're absolutely right with that. But
You're fighting for promotion.
you're
not an individual contractor.
you are a contracted fighter for that promotion. Yes, you're the champion. I get that. I absolutely 100% understand that.
So,
But you don't make up the fucking rules.
so do you feel that there
And
is
especially
no
Dana White.
There's no negotiating power whatsoever? So, okay, so if...
Yes, there is. Yes, there is.
Okay.
Yes, there is. What you do in that situation is you try to get as much fucking money out of them as you can if you want me to fight Colby Covington. Plain and simple. It's that simple.
Okay.
If you're not going to give me enough money, then I want to fight this guy instead.
All right.
Here's the situation with it. You got one belt. You don't have unified belts across UFC,
Right.
Bellator, PFL.
Right.
Boxing, you got unified belts. Guess what? If I'm forced to fight somebody, my WBC belt's on the line, not my ABC.
And yeah, they do unification bouts in
So
boxing, so it's a different
they'll
animal.
bring a unification in, but then you're fighting the person you're helping negotiate that contract. We're seeing it with Fury now.
I don't know. It'll be interesting. So, final question to that then. Does Leon Edwards and Colby Covington fight, yes or no? Just a yes or no answer.
Yes.
Yes?
I think it's going to happen.
Matt, yes or no? Yep. All right. Producer DJ K-Pop, yes or no? Yes. All right. It is a unanimous across the board. We all think that,
That was a
Leon
yes?
Edwards and Colby Covington.
I see now.
Yeah, she watches. See,
Fair
she got the thumbs up there. So.
Oh.
All right,
That
guys.
better?
Thank you very much for joining us here at the Speakeasy. Come check us out Thursday, Friday, or Saturday. Thursday from 6 to 10 o'clock. Friday from 6 to midnight, and Saturday 6 to midnight, 1318 Niedring House Avenue in Granite City. Also, of course, check out the new Uppercut Barbecue Sauce. That will be coming soon. Go give some love to our friend Brad Carey at Unrivaled Realty. And, of course, check out Uppercut Whiskey any chance you get at all of the stores in Missouri and Illinois. We appreciate you as always, and thank you very much from the MMA Bourbon Appreciation Society.
Bye.
Cheers, everybody.